What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? How are you doing out here today on this lovely Sunday evening, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're here to talk some Arizona Cardinals. We don't have a game today. We don't have to stress out, but we got a game tomorrow. We got a game tomorrow, Monday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. Put some fire emojis in the comments below. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and spam up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys for tuning in today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and smack the like button. Definitely do me that huge favor. Smack the like button. It helps out the algorithm. It helps out with all the other Cardinal fans out there that doesn't know this community exists. Go ahead and smack up the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got a fun-filled show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't know and you guys haven't read what we're going to talk about for the most part today, we're going to talk about Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy is the big talking point that we're going to be diving into today. And if you guys don't know, after this stream, you're going to know, right? So we're going to dive into what Peter Schrager said today. We got some things to talk about. We got some, implications happening in the NFC West. We got some injuries to talk about just left and right. If you do want to be involved in the live stream, the best way to do it is doing a super chat or the contribution. Helps with the channel grow out tremendously, and it makes a nice, beautiful color in the chat below, and it makes my eye go to it. So just FYI, if you don't, no worries. Go ahead and just have a free conversation with everybody in the chat. Join the community, and let's get started, everybody. I first want to talk about the Rams. The Rams lost today, ladies and gentlemen, 27-20. They now fall to 3-7 in the season. Now, yes, we don't want to, poke fun of anybody with injury or anything like that. Matthew Stafford did leave the game early because of a concussion. And obviously, prayers, thoughts and prayers for him going on over there. But man, the Rams are dwindling right now. If you guys aren't a fan of the NFC West Network, we told Peo that this team does not look like the same team that we've seen before. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the NFC West Network, in the description of this video, you're going to see a link with the NFC West Network. I run that channel as well. We talk to every different part of the NFC West. We got a Seattle Seahawks fan, a Rams fan, and a 49ers fan. If you want to join that community, it is in the description of this video. But we went ahead and told our Rams guy, this team doesn't look like the Super Bowl team. It really doesn't. Matthew Stafford doesn't look the same. The wide receivers don't look the same. And obviously, with this whole situation that we're dealing with right now, yes, they are a 3-7 team. They lost against the Saints, a team that we ended up destroying. So, take that how you want to take that. Let's move on to the next topic. I only want to give a little bit on that because I don't want to talk too much about it. I do want to talk about this big breaking news that we ended up coming out today. It is from Jordan Schultz. I did see somebody ask in the comments, is Hollywood out? Yes, it seems like it is confirmed, at least as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, from Jordan Schultz saying that Marquise Hollywood Brown will not play on Monday Night Football versus the 49ers in Mexico. A source tells the score. So if you guys didn't know, the video that I posted a little earlier today, it's basically just recapping what we're going to talk about today, essentially. But this is the big breaking news that we ended up seeing today, that Marquise Hollywood Brown, although trending in the right direction, does not seem like he's going to play for the Arizona Cardinals this coming Monday. And I do think this is a huge blow. I know there's a lot of fans out there that are saying, hey, no big deal, right? It's not a big deal. The Arizona Cardinals got this. We got Colt McCoy going to be playing. We're going to be fine. And I see where you're coming from, but I still do think that it's a blow for the Arizona Cardinals not having all our weapons. We haven't had all our weapons all season long. So this is just kind of another jab, another punch to the gut that we've been feeling as Arizona Cardinal fans for like the entirety of this year. We haven't seen DeAndre Hopkins and Marquise Hollywood Brown on the same field. We're not going to see Marquise Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, and Zach Ertz on the same field on 2022 regular season. So it's just crazy what we're seeing, right? A lot of injuries. It's just injury after injury. And obviously we can't predict injuries, but yes, Marquise Hollywood Brown has already been listed as out for the Monday Night Football game in Mexico. If you didn't know, now you know he's not going to be playing tomorrow. Now, let's dive into the injury report, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, Marquise Hollywood Brown is not going to go. Obviously, Zach Ertz is not going to go either. He has been ruled out for the entirety of the year. DJ Humphries is out of this game as well, and also Byron Murphy. If you guys didn't know, Byron Murphy's out. DJ Humphries is out for this game, as well as Zach Ertz. Well, we all knew Zach Ertz, right? So those are some other big, storylines coming through. I guess the biggest ones that we want to kind of focus on is obviously DJ Humphries and Byron Murphy. Those are the big ones, right? Byron Murphy is not playing, and DJ Humphries. Now we are going to have Josh Jones going to be filling in for him. So he did a good job against the Rams. So hopefully that kind of segues in for whatever quarterback is ended up playing for the Arizona Cardinals. But we are going to be missing a big valuable piece in Byron Murphy again. So we're kind of, decimated, y'all. We're decimated. We have a lot of injuries for the Arizona Cardinals, and it doesn't feel good at all, right? It doesn't feel good at all. But we have to kind of, keep chugging along, because that's just kind of the mantra of what's been going on this year so far for the Arizona Cardinals. We just got to keep chugging along and just doing the whole next man up mentality. That's kind of all we have at this very moment, right? Like that's literally all we have. So the Arizona Cardinals right now are still staying at the number 3 position in the NFC West. The Rams are sitting at the bottom at 3-7. The Cardinals are 4-6. The 49ers at 5-4. And then the Seattle Seahawks at 6-4. But today, or this week, is their bye week, so they don't have to worry about it. But there is rumors that if the 49ers beat us tomorrow, the 49ers will leapfrog above the Seahawks. So there's that. And I know there's going to be a lot of Seahawks fans tuning into the Cardinals 49ers game, because there's a lot of implications going on for that specific game on its own. So let's take a look here real quick. I know all you guys are here to talk about, the whole quarterback situation that we're dealing with right now. I'm going to put a poll question right now. If you guys don't know, we're a very interactive channel. It's just what we are. We're a very interactive channel. So I'm going to be putting a poll up in the chat. Who's going to be starting at quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals? All right, I'm putting the chat right now. So if you guys want to go ahead and get involved, I'm going to put Kyler or McCoy. So definitely let me know in the chat below who you think is going to be the starter for the Arizona Cardinals this coming Monday Night Football. Go ahead and start voting it up in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. And I am going to segue into what I know, or at least what I've been hearing so far in the Twitter world. So let's go ahead and dive right into that. Let me go ahead and share my screen, ladies and gentlemen. This is the latest update that I've been given, right? And I want to give it to you guys. So I'm going to put my banner up here. Rumors, Colt McCoy will get the start, but Kyler's still not listed as out. FYI, Kyler still has not been listed as out. I'm going to share my screen right now. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've heard from Peter Schrager this morning on Twitter. So let's go ahead and take a look here and see what he has to say. Let me play my video.
We got to welcome in Peter Schrager to get us in the know, brought to us by Mercedes. Schrags, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, look, there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks you're going to see on the field today. One of them is going to be Matthew Stafford, another is Lamar Jackson. But tomorrow night, there's a big one. Colt McCoy is expected to be the guy right now as we speak on this Sunday morning. And Kyler still has the hamstring injury. He's questionable to play. But it sounds like the Cardinals right now in that building are leaning towards Colt to go Monday night in Mexico City against the 49ers. And again, the Cardinals wake up.
All right, and we're going to stop right there, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need to hear the whole thing. As you can already hear, what Peter Schrager has said, that it seems like Colt McCoy might be the guy. Right now, we have 39 votes in the chat below, and we got 74% says Colt McCoy, but there's still 26% people. There's still now 25% of people are still saying that they have some hope that Kyler Murray might be showing up on Monday night. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this has not been set in stone. This is just rumors and speculations coming from Peter Schrager. We have seen some things change on us, right? We've seen Budda Baker going to be missing 2 to 3 weeks, and Budda Baker comes back, right? Now, obviously, Budda Baker is a different beast. Budda Baker's, cut from a different cloth, so it's completely different. But we don't know 100% sure, at least as of right now. We're only speculating that Colt McCoy seems to be the guy for the Arizona Cardinals this Monday Night Football versus the San Francisco 49ers. Now, let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat below. Let me get to my first contribution of the night. We got Jonathan coming up clutch with the first contribution of the night. He says this: if Colt starts, we have a chance. Kyler starts, not so sure. Woo-wee! Here we go. And here's the thing, right? This right here, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know as fans, right? We only have to go based off of sources. We only have to go based off what the team tells us, right? We've heard that Kyler Murray is looking, he's trending in the right direction, is what we've been told, right? He's trending in the right direction, is what we're told. Now we get this big bombshell of a news from Peter Schrager saying the fact that, hey, the Arizona Cardinals are starting to lean towards, Colt McCoy coming into this game. Now, I just want to win. Like, that's all I want. I know there's a lot of Kyler Murray fans out there that you can't even breathe on Kyler Murray. You can't even talk about his toe because people get so, bent out of shape about it. I'm not in that boat. Kyler Murray's my quarterback because he's my franchise quarterback. But honestly, at the bottom line, I just want to win. So right here, this contribution really says a lot. And you're not the only one that feels this way, Jonathan. Trust me when I say this. I've almost about 120 people always, average people coming into these shows. And everybody kind of has the same mentality, right? Where they have more faith in Colt McCoy than they do in Kyler Murray. And that's really, really crazy. Does the organization feel the exact same way? I don't know, but we're going to be definitely seeing what happens moving forward. Let me get to my next contribution from Logan Andrews. I appreciate the contribution. He says this, not exactly Cardinals related, but what are your thoughts on idiots saying the NFL is fixed or scripted? It's been showing up on my feed lately and it's starting to piss me off. Honestly, so to me, I don't pay attention too much to it, right? So it just depends because me specifically, I'm a very passionate Cardinal fan, right? I truly believe that it's in our hands to make whatever happen, right? Like in my crazy mind. So I don't pay attention too much to it. I know somewhere deep down that there might be some power out there that maybe swayed some sort of games. Who knows, right? Right? We don't know. There's some mafia people that make a lot of good money out there. I don't want to get involved in any of that stuff. I just want my team to win. I shut down those comments, or not shut them down, but I don't really pay attention too much personally. If it doesn't sit right with you as well, I just recommend you just, ignore them as well, just because that's what I do, right? I don't want to listen to it. I just want to know about my team moving forward. But I know there's a lot of people that feel that way. I appreciate the super chat, my dude. Appreciate you. Let's move on to the next contribution from AZ Sports Girl. He says, I don't care who starts. I just want to win. This is exactly how I feel too. I can honestly care less who starts, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm being absolutely 110% honest with you here. I don't care who starts. Now, I know I was a big advocate of Kyler Murray getting paid. I know. Will I eat crow in 1 to 2, 3 years from now? I might. I might be eating crow 1 to 2, 3 years from now. Maybe. Here's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. I just want the Arizona Cardinals to win. I don't care how they do it. I don't care when they do it. I just want them to win on Monday night. Because if we do win on Monday night, it just opens up so many things for the Arizona Cardinals. Absolutely opens up so many things for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward. So exactly how AZ Sports Girl said it. I don't care who starts. I just want to win. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel as well. Now I know that there's a lot of Kyler Murray fans out there, right? I'm a Kyler Murray fan as well. Trust me when I say this. And I think some people sometimes want to catch me slipping. They want me to say that I'm not all in on Kyler. They want me to say that I'm all in Colt, or vice versa. Me, I just want to win. That's all I care about. That's absolutely all I care about. So let's do this. Let's live in a world that we are having Colt McCoy start, right? Last year, if you guys remember, Colt McCoy actually started against the San Francisco 49ers. Last year, when Kyler Murray was hurt, Colt McCoy ended up starting, right? Do you guys remember? I ended up getting some screenshots of last year's scoreboard when Colt McCoy ended up playing against the 49ers. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This was a start from last year, November the 7th of 2021. Colt McCoy went ahead and destroyed the San Francisco 49ers, 31-17. Mr. Goat McCoy went ahead and did this to the San Francisco 49ers last year. And if you're curious to see what the stat line looks like, here is the stat line, ladies and gentlemen. Colt McCoy was 22 out of 26, 249 yards and 1 touchdown. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, he also got involved with rushing as well. He carried the ball 7 times and 23 yards last year. Colt McCoy did what he could last year to get the Arizona Cardinals a win. So, I don't care who starts, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to win. I will show you guys this again. This was last year when Colt McCoy started for the Arizona Cardinals. 31-17 on November 7th of 2021. If you want to see his stat line throwing the ball, there it is. If you want to know his stat line rushing the ball, it was 7 times for 23 yards. Colt McCoy got busy last year for the Arizona Cardinals when Kyler Murray was hurt. So can Colt do it? Yeah, he probably can. He probably can. Now, to me, I just want to win, right? I mentioned this multiple times. I just want to win. I want to know if Kyler Murray is like where his level of injury is, right? Is he just like 89%? Is he in the 80s? Is he 91? Because I did say if Kyler Murray isn't 100%, I don't want to see Kyler Murray. He needs to be fully 100%. So if what Peter Schrager is saying is correct, then I'm all game. Bring on Colt McCoy. Because I know some San Francisco 49er fans that don't want to see Colt McCoy, ladies and gentlemen, that they fear Colt more than they fear Kyler Murray. What does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What does that tell you? That I know some 49er fans that fear Colt more than they fear Kyler Murray. Oh, buddy. Let me get to my contribution here from Drama1ER1. He says, Kyler is the best backup quarterback in the NFL. Oh, my. Woo-wee. Here we go. Shots fired, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine we're living in a world right now, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine we live in a world where Colt McCoy comes up in back-to-back division games. He comes up with the win. Back-to-back division games, he comes up with the win. I wouldn't know what to say at that point. I wouldn't know what to say at this point. Now, this is the 49er fan that I'm very, very close with right now. His name is CG Ruthless Sports. We go ahead and run a podcast named the NFC West Network. We go live every Tuesday and we talk about the games that we just saw and what happens the next week, at least predictions. This is what he said, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look.
No. Are you serious, bro? Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy. I hope I'm wrong, man, but if he can throw that ball quickly, shit.
And scene and cut. That's what the big fear is, ladies and gentlemen, that Colt McCoy can get rid of that ball really quickly. And what happens when you have a very, very good, strong defensive line that wants to get to the quarterback but can't because Colt McCoy is throwing the ball quick, out of his hand, quick. Then that defensive line is as good as not being there. Colt McCoy, I believe, average was like 2.4, 2.6 seconds getting the ball out of his hands, something like that. I know it was under 3 seconds for sure. Man, this is going to be a sight to see. Now, if Colt McCoy loses, then we're going to come back down to reality, right? We're going to come back down to reality. We're going to be hashtagging everything that we need to hashtag, and everything's going to go back to the way that it was. But if Colt McCoy can bring us a level of positivity, a level of light at the end of the tunnel, which he did against the LA Rams, woo, buddy. I don't know. I don't know where we go from there, ladies and gentlemen, because all the people that are saying, start Kyler, is everybody going to have a different tune? Is everybody going to have a different tune? Because this right here seems to be the most realistic, because this is coming from Peter Schrager, right? It's not something that I came up with. I'm not like, I didn't wake up one day, I'm like, oh, I had a dream, ladies and gentlemen, that Colt McCoy's gonna start. No, this was what reported this morning on Fox, for Peter Schrager, from Peter Schrager. He reported this, that rumors are that Colt will get the start, that Kyler Murray isn't 100% yet in his hamstring. Buddy. I don't know. Where do we go from here, right? If Colt gets the start and wins both games, both division games that we saw, and we're like, oh, we're not going to win these. This is going to be a tough stretch, and he wins it. Man, all bets are off at that point, because I can honestly tell you right now, there's going to be blood in the water, ladies and gentlemen. Blood in the water for a lot of Arizona Cardinal fans that are currently split down the middle. Right now, on our poll, 81 votes we have right now in our poll. And I asked you guys, who's going to be starting for the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football? Right now, 27% says Kyler, 73% says Colt McCoy. This is kind of one of those things where we're playing with house money. At least in my mind, we're playing with house money at this moment. If we can beat the 49ers, we're back in it. If we can beat the 49ers somehow, we're back in it, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you want to believe it or not, if we win this, we're back in it. Mathematically, we are back in it. The Arizona Cardinals go to 5-6. I believe we'll be on top of I think we're going to go in the second spot, right? Help me out with tell me out with the standings here, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody in the chat, help me out here. If the Arizona Cardinals do win on Monday Night Football, we will be going to 5-6. Oh no, so we will. Oh, so they will go to 5 and they would be going to 5-5. Okay, so they got 5 wins already. Okay, so we would stay at the number 3 spot. We would be going to 5-6. They would be going to 5-5. So we would stay at the number 3 spot, because they got. I mean, we had our bye week though. No, they had their bye week. That's going to be pretty tough. Let me see what the chat says. Still be the number 3rd, right? Right, Mikey? Yeah. Okay. So no, Niners will still be 5-5. You're right. Still 3rd. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. I'm looking at the standings right now. Yeah. So we're still going to be number 3, but we're going to be knocking in the door, because we still have the Chargers the next game. The Seahawks are they're sitting pretty right now. They're chilling. They're on their bye week. They're sitting pretty at this very moment. So, imagine it, ladies and gentlemen. Just live in a world right now. Live in a world where we're seeing Colt McCoy back-to-back wins. Woo. I can taste it, ladies and gentlemen. I can absolutely taste it. Go ahead and fire emoji it up in the comments below. We got 93 people in here right now. And I'm only assuming we got 93 people in here right now, because all these games, with the exception of the Cincinnati game, has been absolutely garbage. I think that Vikings game was absolutely blowout for the Cowboys. They're still beating them 40-3 right now. The Bengals are up by 34. So 34-23 on the Steelers. And there is a Sunday Night Football game later on today, the Chiefs and the Chargers, which is going to be a good game. But I'm only assuming you guys are here because the Cowboys and Vikings game absolutely sucks. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in right now. Thank you so very much. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I want to do this. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I am curious to figure out if you guys feel like we can win this game with Colt, with Kyler, with anybody. I'm absolutely curious. So let's do this. I'm going to open up the phone lines. I think you guys already heard a lot of me bickering, a lot of chattering come from me already. I want to open up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear what you guys have to say about our Arizona Cardinals. If you're not a fan of the Cardinals, and if you're a 49ers fan, no worries. Come on through. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. Anybody is welcome. Obviously, keep it professional. Keep it, don't cuss, please, because we got some children up in here right now. I'm not saying we're a family channel or anything like that, but we do got some kids that do watch it. So definitely do me a favor. Just go ahead and, prevent the cussing and just come on through. I put the link up there. I pinned the link. So if you guys are curious and want to jump on and let us know what you feel about the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football, come on through. The link has been pinned, ladies and gentlemen. Come one, come all. Let's talk about our Arizona Cardinals. Where are my Cardinal fans up in here right now? Let me get my stuff ready so I can let you guys in. Where is my background? Perfect. Let's get that going there. Awesome. Now, if you guys want to continue to not go on there, no worries. Do me a huge favor that everybody that's in the chat, if you guys could put some popcorn emoji in the chat below, because like I say always, when we open up the phone lines, it's a much beautiful thing, but we hear some crazy things sometimes, and that's the beauty of it, right? We all have opinions. Popcorn it up in the emojis in the comments below. I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. If you do want to go ahead and, get involved in the conversation, the option for you to super chat is there. Just FYI, as a quick plug. Let's get my first person in here right now. Let's get AZ Fan 1998. You are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me. How are you feeling about our Cardinals?
Well, I mean, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Sorry. Okay, cool. Well, honestly, all I got to say is that when Peter Schrager came on this morning, because I, of course, like to watch it, see what they talk about. When he said that they're leaning towards Colt McCoy, I believe it already. Because, I mean, whenever Kyler Murray has a hamstring injury, he's always out consecutive games. It's been a trend ever since he's been here as a rookie. So, I mean, with Colt McCoy, just watching Hard Knocks, just watching the game in general, I mean, he commands the offense. Yeah. And I think right now, with how the season is going, I think Colt McCoy needs to be starting right now just because of the fact that everybody's frustrated. Everybody's flustered. And it's like they need a spark. And maybe Colt McCoy can be that spark. Yeah, he's a backup, but maybe he needs to play that backup role and be a starting quarterback right now and play great so that maybe, momentum can start flowing for the Cardinals. And yeah, I mean, this game, you win this game against the 49ers, who, they're saying that the 49ers are going to win this division when I don't really believe it because Jimmy G is already showing that he's not really a good quarterback. I mean, he's decent, but he's not good. Their defense, though, on the other hand, is really good. So I would say this can be a close game tomorrow. And I think the Cardinals may win by 3 points or maybe a touchdown, but I think it's going to be 3 points. But I really feel tomorrow's game, even though it's in Mexico, I think it's going to be a home game for the Cardinals because a lot of fans in Mexico love the Cardinals. I mean, when they went 2005, literally all Cardinal red. You could see it through the whole entire stands. It was insane. Yeah. So, but I think Colt McCoy is going to do really well tomorrow. I just hope that line holds up because it's going to be a different beast because it's not Aaron Donald. It's the whole entire defense now. So, but I just hope that they come and play with their best foot forward and know that they have a chance at the playoffs. So, but I just hope they do that tomorrow because, I don't want to be all pissed off and like, I got to go to work tomorrow, so, but I will still keep saying this, #fire Steve Keim. I mean, Cliff, he may save himself, but fire Steve Keim. I cannot believe they got rid of Eno Benjamin. He literally, they talked about it. Oh, he's probably going to be the future. But then James Conner has one good game and all of a sudden Eno Benjamin doesn't get any more snaps, any more playing time. That's ridiculous. Like he literally proved himself.
Dude, I think it's going to be wild. I think the next Hard Knocks, I've been hearing rumors that I think that story might come out in the next Hard Knocks. And I'm curious, man. I'm very curious. And that's the thing too. Even if there's a guy that comes up to you and is upset about it, wouldn't you I don't know, talk to him? I'm not sure if you saw the clip from Sean McDermott and what's his name? Diggs. When Diggs was really pissed off that they were not scoring any points, he put him in his arm and he talked to me. I was like, hey, calm down. We can get this. We're gonna throw the ball to you. I don't understand why the Cardinals don't do something like that, right? Come to a kumbaya moment. Why just release them? It just hurt us.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that, seeing that happen, I'm like, God, look, he's a leader. He's leading these guys. He's telling them, hey, don't worry, gonna get the ball to you. Just gotta give us some time. But with Eno, I mean, he would have been a great asset for many years. I mean, you don't you can replace running backs easily, but a lot of times when you get that good running back for a while, it's a dime a dozen. And I mean, I think Eno really had it. I think he really had that fire, that compassion to prove everybody that he can run the ball, that he can be a running back, because you look at his size, he's pretty small for a running back. Yeah. But I mean, on Thursday Night Football, on all the games he's played, he literally proved that he can play with these big boys in the NFL. And I really do hope they show it on Hard Knocks, because the fact of the matter is that Hard Knocks needs to expose the Cardinals to the fans. I'm sorry. They cannot keep editing the BS that happens. Yeah. Because that's what Hard Knocks is. They literally expose all the stuff that happens behind the scenes that the fans don't see. And yet, I remember a lot of the Hard Knocks, they would expose the Browns, the Dolphins, the Texans. and recent, even the Colts last year during their midseason, you could see it. You got to see what kind of crapshoot happened for Carson Wentz and what happened behind closed doors. And with the Cardinals, you don't see that. You just see all the positivity and all this. And I guarantee you that Kime and Bidwell have a say in that. Like, oh, don't show this because we don't want people, because we already have our butts on the fire seat, stuff like that. But it's just like, it needs to be shown, because it's the fact of the matter that these fans, us in general, our hardcore fans, we spend money to go to these games. We spend money for jerseys, all this merch, and yet this is what they put on the field. I mean, of course, aside from the Rams game, I'm very happy we won that game.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that we, as fans, deserve to know what's going on, especially with Steve Keim, because he's showing that he's not a leader. Steve Keim is treating this like a little game. I'm like, you don't even have the respect to even say, oh, I'm sorry, let's figure this out. Let's figure out some talks, maybe some playing time. No, nothing. You just release the guy. And I saw another video, including Patrick Peterson. His wife even said, oh, look at that. We proved them wrong. His wife on his Instagram post said that. And I'm like, this is what I mean. It's like Keim is the cancer right now. If you really look at it, Keim is the cancer of this team. Aside from any player, aside from what Kyler Murray is doing right now, because I think Kyler Murray needs to figure his self out after this game. Because, if they do win, oh, my God, like there's going to be so many questions. There are going to be so many. Yeah, no, it is going to be nuts. But I think everybody in this chat here still needs to continue fire Keim, because he's proven he doesn't deserve it. I mean, he really doesn't. So, but other than that, I should let everybody else get on. I've ranted long enough. I hope we win tomorrow. Go Cardinals. Hashtag fired Steve Keim still. We still got to keep that movement going. Because, yes, it feels good to win, but we also need to see as fans what the problem is still. So, other than that, I'll let everybody else go and talk, and we'll see you later, Mike.
Appreciate you, man. Later, man. Peace. All right, let's move on to the AZ Sports Girl here. Very good conversation right there. Thank you so very much, and that's why I allowed you to speak as much as you do. Thank you so very much for coming on. Let's get AZ Sports Girl on here right now. You are live. Talk to me. How are you feeling?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Yeah, I agree with what was said. Freaking Hard Knocks is so edited. Why? And every time they show like Keim and Bidwell together, Keim looks like he wants to win, but he just doesn't care. He really doesn't care. And actually, at my school, we had a Cardinals media person, and I was like, "Hey, can I pick your mind for a second?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. What's up?" And I was like, "So, what do you think about Keim being here?" And he's like, "Oh, I love Keim. Keim's such a great guy. I don't understand why he gets all the hate." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what? Like, why are you a Keim stan? Like, the guy doesn't deserve to be here." When they first showed the first episode of Hard Knocks, and he was sitting with Bidwell while they were watching the Cardinals play the Seahawks, he looks like he's upset with his team, but he's oblivious. Keim's oblivious. I hate the dude.
Well, I mean, it's a fair too. I mean, like, if you think about it, like, he's the one who put this on the field, right? Like, he's the one who created it.
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything in free agency. I mean, like, our draft's looking pretty decent, but I think the person who has the most sacks right now is JJ Watt with like 5.5. But if you think about it, like, we've been clamoring about, we need edge help. Like, everybody's been talking about it. Didn't do anything on the free agency, so.
And the whole thing with the whole Kyler Colt stuff, I'm like, I don't really care who starts. I just want to win. Because I've been tagged on 3 different Twitter things. They're like, "Oh, what's your opinion on this?" I'm like, I don't care who starts. I just want to win. I swear.
I agree. 100%
That's
agree.
insane.
Anything else before I let the next person on?
This will be my first Mexico City game, so pretty excited. Can't wait to watch it. Oh, no. This will be my first time watching it. I've never seen a Mexico City game.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. Well, hopefully good luck for us. All right. Later, AZ Sports Girl. All right. Let's move on to the next call here. Let's get AZ. Let's get Noah. I'm so sorry. Lennon, you were live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me. How you feeling, man?
My bad. How's everyone doing?
Good, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Really excited. Mexico City tomorrow. Really excited. This is my first time watching a country game for the Cardinals. I've been seeing a lot with the Cardinals in London, but I don't care who starts tomorrow. All I want is just to win and beat these 49ers. If we win, I think we might have a chance for the division, but the Seahawks are doing good. 49ers have a good record. The Rams are at the bottom. They lost to the Saints. So we might have a chance to come in and, play great defense. And hopefully Colt McCoy, if he plays tomorrow, I'm hoping we can come out and show out against these 49ers.
100% agree, man. Any last thoughts before I move on to the next person?
Hopefully we win. Go Cardinals.
Love it. All right. Peace out, Lennon. Later, man. All right. Let's get BBH ALV up in here right now. BBH, you are live on the AC Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
Honestly, I'm kind of annoyed. To be quite frank. Reason being is because why are we having this debate about Colt and Kyler? Kyler is our future. Kyler is our franchise quarterback. We paid him the money for it. Yes, it's not looking like it, but you got to remember it starts from the coach and then up. Because look at Daniel Jones, you guys. Look at Daniel Jones. Justin Fields having a great season, even though he's like getting sacked, but he's getting his numbers up. Jalen Hurts, he was undefeated until last week, and he was in the MVP conversation. Like all these quarterbacks have in common is they have a new coach, and the leadership shows.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is performing like what the Giants expected from a first-rounder quarterback. This should not be a debate. This is all on Kime and Cliff. I want them both gone. Yes, if Colt wins, I see where everyone's coming from, where like there should be another debate about it. But in reality, why isn't the same place happening with Kyler? Kyler can throw the ball fast, especially if he's in the shotgun. If you're in the shotgun, you'll be able to throw the ball fast. They call the same calls for Kyler. Help him adjust because like all the plays is for him to throw it deep, and we see it. But why with Colt all of a sudden we're throwing it short now with Kyler?
Gotcha.
Especially on third downs.
I'm sorry. Continue.
No. Yeah, but I was going to mention about the third downs as well. Like we're throwing it deep with Kyler, but with Colt McCoy, every single player you're seeing, they're like right there, at least 1 or 2 yards to get the first down. You don't see one player going far unless D-Hop saw something. Because I know last week we did that with D-Hop once on third down, throw deep, but that's because he was one-on-one with some like second string cornerback.
So yeah, I know I was hearing that narrative as well with the whole situation of like different plays being called for Colt as opposed to like Kyler and stuff like that. I've had heard that. I didn't really look too much into it personally. Obviously, like when we win, right? Everybody's like on a high. Ooh, let's go. So question for you, like, so it seems like Colt McCoy is going to start. And I don't think this has to do with like the debate. It has more to do with like Kyler being hurt, right? And I'm doing this because I'm not 100% sure. Right? We don't know what it looks like on the inside. If Colt does win, no debate for you, right? Next, when he's healthy 100%, it's Kyler all the way for you, right?
Yes, it's Kyler all the way because I'm looking at it 2 ways. One, we paid the guy the money to play.
True.
If you paid him the money and you're sitting him in for a Colt McCoy, who barely even starts in the league, that's saying something to the Cardinals. And they don't want to shoot themselves in the foot in Hard Knocks. Don't do it to yourselves right now. And the other perspective is that I love Kyler. I feel like we need another coach and another GM to see what he actually is, because that's what I was hoping for this past season. Cliff and Kime is gone, and then his final contract, we can see if Kyler is the real deal or we just don't pay him the money. But now the Cardinals really shot themselves in the foot with the Kime, Cliff, and Kyler contract.
Yeah.
I talked to you a little bit about it. Like I wasn't really happy about Kyler's contract because I really wanted to test him out with another coach. Yeah. But now we really touched him in the foot. Like if we get another good coach, like let's say we get an actual Sean Payton, and Kyler's still not performing like he is supposed to be performing,
then you know.
Now we know it was a Kyler situation. But now we shot ourselves in the foot again, and now we have to deal with this lucrative contract like we did with Wilkes, and well, luckily Rosen was a rookie, so
Yeah, true.
I'll be gonna do
Yeah,
with that.
man, this is going to be it's going to be a weirdly crazy thing to see. Right? I think there's people that were pretty positive about Colt, but like, I feel like we are playing with house money at this moment as Cardinal fans, right? Because if we win, hey, let's go, right? We got two game winning streak with Colt, and then hopefully Kyler comes back. But if we lose, narrative comes back, because you're right. Like, that's the sucky thing that I hate. That like, if we win, people forget. It's still hashtag fire Kai and fire Cliff. Like, it should still be a thing. And there's no reason why in year 4 we should be as downfall as we are. But I mean, here we are. Any last thoughts before I let you go, man?
Honestly, if we win, I'll be happy. But like, I'm a diehard Cardinals fan. I've been a fan since we got Matt Leonard. Like, that's how long of a fan I've been. So, like, if it sucks for me to say this, but I really hope we don't make the playoffs. That way, we do get rid of Cliff and Climb. But I want to end up with at least 500. Well, we can't do 500 no more. The low is at least 8 and 9. That's the lowest I want to go for.
Cool. All right, brother. As always, man, thank you so much for coming on. Later, man. Peace. All right, let's go over to the next caller here. We got a couple people jumping on. Let's get Corey up in here right now. Corey, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm just hoping, I'm glad that we might be facing Colt McCoy and Kyler Murray. I kind of want to get last year's revenge against Colt McCoy.
That's fair. Okay, so I know CG Ruthless Sports, and we're pretty good buddies. He told me that he would rather play Colt than Kyler. Would you rather play Kyler than Colt, or how do you feel?
I want to play Colt.
Play Colt. Okay.
Even though I think Colt give y'all the best chance to beat the 49ers with our defense, than Kyler. Kyler hold on the ball too long, and that when sacks.
Yeah.
Colt McCoy, he get rid of that ball real fast. So,
and see, that's funny. So everybody in the chat, my guy over here, Corey, is a 49er fan. Listen to him. Everybody out there is saying the same thing that, people in the chat saying. You're right. You're saying the same thing that we're saying too, like that we might have a better chance with Colt winning in this game because of getting rid of that ball quick. Because if you have the ball holding on too much, you got a nasty defensive line that's going to sack the living heck out of our quarterback if he holds on to the ball too much. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm still hoping my Niners win. I'm thinking we're going to win by 24-21. It's going to be a tight game.
Okay. I thought you were saying you're going to beat us by 24. I was like, woo. So you're saying 24 and when we have 21, so you got a 3-point game where you guys win?
Mm.
All right, Corey. Appreciate you as always, man. Thanks so much for coming on, man. Appreciate you. Later, man. Peace.
All right.
All right. Let's get my guy over here. Let's get my guy Neil up in here, right? Neil, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me. How you feeling about this Cardinals game?
Hey, man. What's going on?
What's up, brother?
I've said this before, I think. Where this season it's been about we usually win the games that we're supposed to win. And I always feel nervous about the games that it's like, oh, obviously we should win here. So coming into this game, I do feel kind of nervous. So, obviously that doesn't bode well because I think I'll give it to the 49ers. Their team is, they're pretty good. It's what it is. They have a lot of veterans that are usually pretty consistent. In terms of the Cardinals, I don't know. We talk a lot about the QB matchup, whether we'd have Kyler Murray or Colt McCoy. And I don't know, man. You look at Colt's success specifically against the 49ers, and it's super weird. Even though I do think that Kyler Murray overall has a higher ceiling, right? Obviously, when he's super good, he can really take off. But it's just with all the news of the injuries and things like that, like I read today that Hollywood wasn't going to play, and that really surprised me. I really wasn't expecting that. So I just don't know what to expect about who our quarterback's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it's definitely sad to see because we thought I think Cardinal fans were pretty excited about the opportunity, and then we ended up seeing this tweet here from Jordan Schultz saying the fact that he's definitely not going to be playing on Monday night. So definitely a bummer for sure for the Arizona Cardinals. I think that was an extra for us to get that, but not anymore. It's just going to be DeAndre Hopkins, which is still cool, right? D-Hop's better than no D-Hop.
For sure. Yeah, like you said, to think about what DeAndre did without Hollywood and then what Hollywood did without Hopkins, if you put them two together, then, it just makes sense that it'd be a lot of fun to watch. they did say, right? I'm pretty sure they said that he would be in next week, right? Because obviously they said he feels pretty good. So,
Yep.
If we just get through this game and we still are in it, 5-6, I mean, that sounds bad compared to like last year, especially. But
Yeah.
5-6, I feel like we're still in it. I mean, I think other NFC games are really going our way in terms of like keeping us in there, right? We're still in the middle. But I mean, if we get down to 4-7, then it won't even be about getting all of our super awesome weapons on the field anymore. It'll be about like time to throw it in, which is just, it's scary to think about, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, 'cause I don't think anybody wants to think about a terrible season, but I mean, you're right. If we go down 4-7, you definitely as good as packing it up at that point. Because like, if you look at the next games, we got 7 more games, including the 49ers game on tomorrow. So we got the 49ers, the Chargers, the bye week, the Patriots, the Broncos, the Buccaneers, the Falcons, and the 49ers. So if we can somehow win these next games, like those last 4 games don't seem very hard. But that's the thing, like we're playing against ourselves because we couldn't take care of what we needed to take care of in the beginning of the season, right? So like the Broncos, they're not playing very good. The Buccaneers, although yes, Tom Brady's Tom Brady, they don't look too good. The Patriots, I mean, they're all right. The Falcons, they're all right. And then we swept the 49ers last year. So like we can get in this as long as we can take advantage. But the Arizona Cardinals haven't done that all year.
For sure. I hear a lot like about QB matchups. Like if you just look at like the quarterbacks that we have coming up, I mean, it really makes us excited about these next few games.
Yeah.
I think Kyler Murray and Justin Herbert are pretty like comparable. Like when Justin's really good, he can really show some stuff. Like you said, the Denver Broncos, they just lost today in an overtime win against the Raiders. So I feel pretty confident about games like that, where it's like the teams really are just like they got it bad right now. And I think since we're sort of getting all of our dudes back later in the year as opposed to like at the beginning, I just think if we win this game, then our season becomes interesting again, as opposed to if we lose, then that'll be a really sad Tuesday if we do lose, right?
Very, very sad Tuesday, 100%. All right, Neil, any last thoughts before I let you go, brother?
I won't get to watch this game, unfortunately. Maybe I'll catch like the tail end of it, but I really hope I look at your Twitter and you're like, you have a lot of positive things. You're showing your TV and it's like, boom, Kyler Murray throws another touchdown or something like that.
I'll keep you up to date, brother. I got you, man. All right, man. Peace out, man. Later, dude. All right, let me get to this contribution here real quick from my guy Jonathan coming up clutch with another super chat / contribution. He says, in my opinion, plays are the same. It's just Kyler keeps trying to be a playmaker and tries to do too much and sack. So I see where you're coming from, like with the whole situation. And I think that's one of the big things that like we've all talked about, like on this channel, right? Where it's like it's 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 1, and like Kyler Murray chucks the ball deep, right? And you're like, stop throwing the ball deep, play for the first down and keep your offense on the field. And that's kind of one of the big things that we have noticed as well from Kyler Murray. It's just that he just doesn't do what defense gives him. He wants to do the big stuff. He wants to be MVP type. And you might be right, but like imagine the narrative, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking to all 91 people in this chat here right now. Imagine the narrative if Colt McCoy does start tomorrow and he gets the win. Blood in the water, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a shark circling around Kyler Murray. And the moment Kyler Murray does start back up and he messes up, you're going to hear the fan base hear it. You're going to hear the fan base rip on Kyler Murray. And for all the people that are out there that are, trying to protect Kyler Murray with every last, cardboard or piece of shield that they have is going to be taken down, because right now, a lot of the fans are saying Colt McCoy is giving the Arizona Cardinals the best chance right now. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, that's what the fan base is saying, right? That Colt McCoy is giving us the best chance. And I see what people are saying is like, well, we're not going to be a Super Bowl team, right? Well, we're not going to win. What's the point of winning, right? And I see that narrative as well. For me, I see where you're coming from. I think the bottom line is to trying to get rid of Steve Keim. Now, to me, I would rather get rid of Steve Keim over Cliff. right now, like Cliff to me is also disposable. Like I think I would get rid of him as well, like if it's a package deal. But my main thing is Keim. Like get rid of Keim. We need to get a different culture. We need to be able to retain the players that we can retain, right? The Calais Campbells, the teams that should be coming with us, right? Or if we can't come up with the contract, tell them, try to sell them on something as to why you need to stay with the Cardinals because A, B, and C. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of how it's been, done so far. I'm not a fan of Steve Keim, and I know everybody who has been rocking with the AZ Sports Fan YouTube channel for the 3 or 4 years that we've been kicking strong knows that that's the feeling that I have about Steve Keim. Just not a fan of him at all. The offensive line, yeah, Logan says, agreed. Offensive line is bad. Facts, right? So it's not just like Kyler Murray isn't doing his job. The offensive line is absolutely garbage. He never put an offensive line on the field. Ever put an offensive line on the field. We had an opportunity to get Tyler Linderbaum. Now that's another big debate, right? Where we have a lot of fans saying, well, why did we trade for Marquise Hollywood Brown where we could have got Tyler Linderbaum, and Marquise Hollywood Brown's already missing multiple games, right? We could have got our center of the future, and now we have fans saying this. And I don't disagree with those fans either, but I also do like the production of what Marquise Hollywood Brown is bringing, because you also got to think about this as well. Marquise Hollywood Brown is going to get a contract, right? Soon, either next or either later on this year or in the offseason. Marquise Hollywood Brown is going to want to get an extension. And what happens? Less money to allocate to every other piece, right? To the defense, to the offensive line, to everything. You need to find somebody that's going to be able to allocate all the money and do it properly. And right now, I don't think Steve Keim can do that. He has yet to put a Super Bowl team together. It's already been 10 plus years. The offensive line is bad. The cornerback situation right now is better than we thought it was going to be, right? I'm actually pretty decently surprised at what our cornerbacks look like when Byron Murphy's out there. We're also dealing with, the inside linebackers. They're looking pretty decent, right? Zaven Collins has absolutely surprised a lot of people. Isaiah Simmons has, kind of blossomed into the opportunity when he gets his opportunities. So, I mean, things are looking good. It's just all the other things that need to kind of be combined for the Arizona Cardinals hasn't been placed there, right? We haven't won a Super Bowl. How much more else do you need, right? How much more opportunity do you need? I think we need a new name. I think we need a new voice out there. We need somebody out there that's going to be able to help out the Arizona Cardinals. And right now, Steve Keim can't do that for us. He hasn't put a Super Bowl team together. He still hasn't. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. If you guys haven't done so already, smack the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smack it up. Definitely do it for the algorithm. Do it for all the other Cardinal fans out there that are, that are kind of chilling and, doesn't know that this channel exists. Smack it up, y'all. Smack it up. Let's get to the comments here. I want to hear what you guys have to say. We have a huge game tomorrow, Monday Night Football. We had a really huge game for the Arizona Cardinals. We got Mikey saying Josh Jones in the left tackle position. Yes, absolutely. He's going to be stepping up for DJ Humphries. Yes, he is. Oof. We got my guy Jeff. He says trade Kyler, draft Bryce Young. Oh my goodness. Let's keep it going. Let's go to Anish. He says left my butt off. He says the Cardinals are 4-6. They're a difference. I think you might be having a conversation with somebody else. Jeffy says okay, he's saying the same thing. Colt McCoy should start. Well, I think Colt McCoy is going to start. I think that's the direction that we're leaning towards. So I believe Jordan and Anish are having a conversation, so I'll let that continue. Let's go Fausto. He says, moving forward, Monday is imperative to win in a decently surprised too. Yes, 100%. What's up, Bass? He says, Colt the GOAT. He plays with the veteran maturity and the team responds positively. I agree with that for sure. Terry, what's going on, Terry? She says, I am super excited about tomorrow. Me too. Trade Kyler to Atlanta, ride Colt to a first rounder, brings the next. Wow. Is it okay? Be honest. In the comments below, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to trade Kyler? Who wants to trade Kyler Murray? Put it in the comments below, yes or no. Who wants to trade Kyler Murray? Let me know in the comments below. Me, I'm not quite there yet. But who wants to go ahead and trade him? Let me know in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so curious to figure out what you guys feel while I look at my fantasy football team to make sure that I win this this game. Okay, not doing so hot here. No worries. Not trading Kyler. Okay, let's see what people say. Artist, please never consider trading Kyler unless it's for another franchise quarterback. Yes, I'm right there with you. I don't want to trade him either. Jack says not yet. I'm right there with you as well. We have people saying yes. Okay, we have XXC saying no. Jeffy says yes. Fausto says no, no, no. Y en español, no. Love it, love it. Carter says hell no. I agree with that. You guys are fake Cardinal fans if you say yes. This is what I love. I love to bring this kind of feeling because I'm so curious to figure out what a lot of people are thinking out there, right? To me, Kyler Murray is the future, right? Kyler Murray is the future to me. And right now he hasn't really proved that he's not, other than Colt McCoy giving us a light at the end of the tunnel. Marco says, "You dumb if you want to trade Kyler." Jordan P says, "Trade him for Mahomes." That would be the only thing that would make everybody happy. I feel like, right? I feel like that would make everybody happy. Arjun, what's up, Arjun? Mike, we're playing in fantasy this week. We are, man, and that's what I was looking up in our fantasy football league. I think I'm beating you by 3 points, but we got one player each. So good luck to you, my guy. Let's keep it going here. Let's keep reading what people are saying. Keim is not the answer at AZ. I agree. AZ Sports Shut says it's not like Steve Keim is trying, but he's bringing in players. We'll see. That's the thing, right? And I think that's the difference between people that don't want him because they've been through the 10 years of Keim and people that are seeing what he's done recently. And I respect your opinion, right? Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. There's fans that are going to be they're going to be kind of going with the flow with Cardinals, right? There's fans that are going to be going with the flow because that's just what fans do. Some fans do. There's like, oh, cool, that happened. Awesome. Let's live my life. Oh, that's cool. That happened. All right, cool. If this does happen, I almost guarantee you, like, it's not going to, nothing's going to change, right? Like, as a Cardinal fan, you're still going to be a Cardinal fan, right? If Steve Keim gets fired tomorrow, I'm still a Cardinal fan. I can care less. You know what I mean? I feel like some people are just so, like, for some reason, I don't know why they're so attached. I don't get it. Like, Steve Keim, I feel like needs to go. Like, but I mean, it's all opinions at this point. Let's get to Jonathan. He says, could you imagine making their playoff with Colt and oh, bro, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying right there. This is going to be blood in the water, ladies and gentlemen. BLOOD. Capitalize every single one of those letters. Blood in the water. And there's going to be more of this narrative of Kyler Murray. More of the narrative about Kyler Murray not being able to get the job done. Because if you truly think about it, I mean, yes, Kyler Murray has been getting better every single year, right? 5.5, 8, 11 wins, right? He has getting better. But has he won? Has he won a Super Bowl? Or, I'm sorry, has he won a playoff game? Right? Has Cliff won a playoff game? Right? No, he hasn't. Cliff hasn't really done anything either. So, like, we're going through these seasons hoping and praying that we're getting better and better and better. And we're all literally going in it for this ride. We were an experiment. We were a pilot. Like, that's what we were as a Cardinal fan base. Like, they hired Cliff Kingsbury and they said, oh, well, let's hope this works. Because if not, they're all tied together. You know what I mean? Keim, Cliff, and Kyler, they're all tied together. It's what it honestly seems like. They're all tied together. So we'll see. I mean, this next game is huge. Absolutely huge. I can't imagine a world that if Cliff actually wins another game for us in another division game, woo, getting us that 5th win. And then we got the Chargers next. Boy, 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 boy. Blood in the water. That's all I got to say, ladies and gentlemen. Blood in the water. That's all I got to say. Appreciate the contribution. Thank you so very much, Jonathan. Means the world. Thanks a lot. We have Luis says, let's talk about draft. We are not making the playoffs. Let's first get officially eliminated first, and then we'll start talking about the draft. At least right now, there's still a little hope, right? Like, there's still a little hope. Like, I don't think anybody wants to come onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube and people are just giving up. You know what I mean? Like, there is still a little hope. Mathematically, there is hope for the Arizona Cardinals. There is. The moment that mathematically we are not hope anymore, like there's no hope for us, then, you know, it's a different conversation for a different day. Then we could start looking at our draft picks. Then we can start looking at who's going to be available for the Cardinals, what free agency, who wants it, who's going to come back, that type of stuff that we're going to be looking into. So, you know, it's a lot of different things to look into, right? But I mean, at least as of right now, mathematically, we're still in. And I know the biggest debate right now is Colt or Kyler. It's the biggest debate right now in the Arizona Cardinals, you know, organization. But I would kind of rather have this and win some games as opposed to being a dumpster fire of an organization, which, I mean, we kind of are still. But I mean, we'll have to wait to see how it all shakes out. Appreciate the comment, though. Thank you for being here. We signed no one in free agency. Yes, you are right, Mikey. 100%. Nobody in free agency. Here we go. We got another contribution coming up clutch from Cam King. Cam King with the $2 donation. He says, yes, Kyler Murray for Aaron Rodgers and a pick. Ooh, really? You would really want to get Aaron Rodgers now? So a couple things on that. Two things. I think there was something that I read, I think it was maybe about a month ago, that Aaron Rodgers said that this is going to be his final year in Green Bay. And let me know if I'm correct, chat, or not. Maybe I dreamt that. But would you rather have Aaron Rodgers than Kyler Murray? Me? I don't know about that one. I read or I saw somewhere that Aaron Rodgers said somewhere along the lines that this was going to be his last year. But I'm not 100% sure. You know, there's a lot of things on Twitter that sometimes you kind of read and it kind of goes by the wayside. But would you rather have Aaron Rodgers? Okay. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I appreciate the contribution, though, Cam King. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going here. If you guys haven't already, smack the like button. Definitely do so. We got Redface saying Kurt Warner should be the GM for the Arizona Cardinals. Honestly, I think everybody would love nothing more than having Kurt Warner as the GM, right? I think that would be fantastic. Adrian Wilson will still be a good opportunity. I still have faith in Adrian Wilson being a little different than Kime. We just need somebody different. We just need a different face. Like, we just need somebody different than Thanos, right? I'm tired of watching Thanos trying to destroy this team, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just tired of it, right? Now, I mean, it is what it is at this moment. Like, even if we keep him next year, it's not the end of the day. I mean, I'm still going to be a Cardinal fan. It's just, I'm tired of seeing the same things over and over again. And it starts and ends with Thanos in my mind. So we got to make sure that this man gets out of this office. And we'll just have to kind of wait and see how it all shakes out, in my opinion. Give Aaron Rodgers a dome stadium and he'd go off. Oh, I mean, that might be fair. That might be fair. F it, give us Arch Manning. Isn't that the new Mark Manning that's coming out, right? I mean, it's going to be a while before it comes out, right? Burrow over Murray for sure. Sheesh. The issue is Bidwell had a clear attachment to Kime and Hard Knocks, and how much do we trust Bidwell and get? Yeah, no, I mean, you're right there. You're right there. The moment that I saw them fist bump and sitting next to each other and bonding over Blake Shelton is kind of where I was like, bruh, like, this might be doomsday for the Arizona Cardinals. But, like, that's the thing. Like, you can't go into business with people you know, right? If you have a business, you can't be hiring your bro, or unless they're a good worker, right? Unless they're a good worker. But, I mean, like, it's so hard to mix family and business together. And I think that's kind of a situation that we're dealing with Michael Bidwell and Steve Keim. He's his best friend, or essentially a very good buddy of his, and it's going to be a really awkward situation if he does having to let him go. But the only reason why we would let him go is that the Arizona Cardinals are a dumpster fire. Like, that would be what will essentially do it for the Arizona Cardinals. Dumpster fire. And that's going to be what, a 5-6 win team and not sniffing playoffs. So we'll see. I mean, we still got 7 games left, including tomorrow. So anything can happen, right? We can be a 11 win team, right? With 7 games, we have 4 wins right now. We can go on a 7-game winning streak. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen at all. But, I mean, anything can happen. We got 7 games. It's kind of in our grasps to kind of figure out what's going to happen from here moving forward. So we'll have to kind of wait to see how it shakes out. But it starts with tomorrow, for sure. Starts with tomorrow. We see my guy saying Larry as GM. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate that at all. David says, all starts with ownership. Eddie had to give the team to his sister since I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, we got a 49ers fan kind of, dropping some knowledge on us as well. Michael Bidwell definitely isn't doing us any favors. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. All right, we have made it to the hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's currently in the chat right now. Thank you so very much for everybody coming through, everybody that jumped onto this, this live stream right now, talking everything Cardinals. I know it's a Sunday night, but this is exactly why this channel is here, to have this open dialogue, to have this open conversation, to talk about. Huge shout out to Jonathan with all the super chats, Cam King, and as well as the other super chatters that ended up dropping some donations from, their own generosity, and they definitely didn't have to. All the channel members that are currently in the chat, thank you so very much for holding it down, everybody. We are going to go ahead and close shop here right now. Enjoy Sunday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't follow me on all my social platforms, please do so right now. All the handles are going to be down here All you need to do is search it. Or even if you Google the AZ Sports Fan, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on Google now, ladies and gentlemen. So you should be able to find my YouTube. You should be able to find my Instagram, my Twitter, all that different stuff if you even just Google the AZ Sports Fan on Google. So do that. If you want a real quick link, then it's going to be in the description of this video. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Miles, I see you there. Logan, thank you so very much. Luis, Mikey, Jeffy, everybody. Pleasure speaking to everybody. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cards. See you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.